Michael, can you just go ahead and talk about how much pride do you take in being able to play two different positions in your first two games and have an impact? And what does that do for opposing offensive coordinators going forward, trying to figure out where you're going to be?
I take a lot, and then I think that was like one of my biggest things that I was telling, a lot of teams is my versatility, being able to play on the line, being able to play linebacker, using my speed and range to really affect the game. And, just keep going forward with it, keep learning every day. And, I got great people to learn after here and great people in the Cowboys community, great linebackers. I got Sean D. Ware always hit me up. So I got a bunch of different people I could contact and get better by. And, to opposing offensive coordinators, just gets them a threat, knowing where I'm at on the field, determining how they're going to run if they don't know if I'm at D-line or linebacker. So it honestly just gives it more of a threat and more of a game plan, makes them think a little bit more.
Marcus got hurt last week, but how was your rest of the week in preparation?
Just now I'm studying more what the offensive line is going to give me, what advantages could I take, what moves could work. Coach AD gave me a great rush plan, and I just went out there and executed it.
Marcus, you mentioned you worked with D-Ware. What are some of the things he taught you? How long was that you guys were together up in the gym?
We was probably together for like 45 minutes. After the game, he called me again and was telling me how good of a job I did, how we got connected again. So, we just building off the community, and, he just taught me a lot of handwork. I actually used some of the moves he taught me on the show, so it was pretty neat.
Really, for the first time you used them
Mm-hmm.
in that?
Yeah. Just like if you notice, one thing that you saw, it was sudden, but his foot, once I saw his outside foot cross my foot where I'm going, I was easy to take the inside move. That's why I was quick to go side swipe and rip underneath to get to the quarterback faster. So that's one thing that, technique thing that he taught me.
What's kind of key for you keeping track of everything you're learning? Dan was saying, okay, you did film review with the defensive line this week, and with George, you talked about the linebackers. How does it keep?
They always think I'm lying, but I tell them I got a photographic memory.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you first started that?
Right around high school, college. I'm a procrastinator, so I always wait last minute to study. And one time, they was like, why don't you ever write none? I was like, because I memorized it. And then I was always the type, I studied right before the day of a test and go out there and get an A or B. So I was like, I know I got a photographic memory somewhere in there.
They tested you on that here? They said, no, they give you something and come back.
Coach AD be trying to test it, and when I get it wrong, he be like, I thought you had a photographic memory. I was like, well, you didn't show me no pictures. You just told me. I was like, you ain't give me time to really analyze it. I was like, you know what I mean? So the photographic memory comes in clutch sometimes.
Coach Quinn was saying he's hard on you. How much do you appreciate that?
I appreciate it a lot because, just like Coach Pryor was probably just as hard on me as to trying to get better, learning more, scheme more, because the more you could do, the more you could open up the playbook. And I just really pride myself on helping this team win and helping myself get better every day. And I know the more I can learn and the more I can get better is the more I can do and the more we can win more games.
Quinn was saying the other day when we were talking to him that your superpower was to run and hit like a you-know-what. How would you describe a you-know-what?
I don't know. You just got to see it. It's sudden. You got to be real sudden.
How do you describe your closing speed to get that from 5 yards to a yard? Where does that come from? How does that have you always been that guy?
Nah. So, as a kid and growing up, I have and you got some people I just lose my attention sometimes. I just drift off, start thinking. So I used to get in trouble by my coaches a lot, and they used to make me run hills. So growing up, I used to run a ton of hills, and they used to call it Parsons Hill. They're just go to the hill. And I used to just run hills all the time, and eventually I just noticed I just kept getting faster and faster and faster. So eventually I was like, I'm unstoppable on this hill. And I just got faster and faster from it. So I think that's where I get my closing speed from.
Like the high school, practice field?
At Central Dolphin, then in college we ran a bunch of hills. It was Denny Dutt. Denny Dutt. That's his name. He just the Hill King right there.
Who is it?
Denny Dutt. He was a strength coach at Central Dauphin.
You wanted to be a Cowboy all along. You let everybody know that. How much were you sweating out that day?
I wasn't stressing too much. I knew that like I had a good chance of coming here, but you know, I was really just wherever I go, I'd just be happy and pleased to go. But this is definitely like where I wanted to be.
So when the horn goes, you think, all right, one step closer, then start paying. Were you paying attention to like what the teams were doing?
I was paying attention, yeah. And you know, it just so happened to play in my favor. I spoke to the world. The world speaks back.
How much do you think that, how realistic is it, how much during a game can you be a linebacker for a quarter or whatever, then go down and be a defensive end for a couple of series if you need it? I mean, is that a role you would envision for yourself and love to have, or how do you balance the defensive end and linebacker and how much you want to play?
Just in my off time study. I mean, I do a lot with Coach Q during special teams practices and things like that. So, I mean, I'm learning every day. And I think as the season go on, you might see me at linebacker for 2 downs and third down, go to rusher, rusher, then third down, go cover somebody. Just the versatility and things that I could do. So as the season go on, you'll see me doing a lot of back and forth, and it's something that I can handle.
Do you realize you're drawing double teams against Chargers the first week you're playing defensive end, drafted as linebacker? What's going through your mind to potentially have as a rusher?
Just getting back into things. It's just the beginning. I'm like just getting, started. Like I said, they set me up to do those things. Gave me a lot of one-on-ones. They knew it was like real sudden, so they was like, we just want you to go fast, and that's what I was able to do. And you just gotta keep getting better. You know what I mean? Like, I just think you just can't get satisfied off of just one game. You got. Shoot, you could really, it just really depends who you're going against. Like, some people might sit heavy inside, some people might sit heavy outside like Norton did. Some people might be patient and just want you to, you kind of got to win the rep. So, I mean, everyone's different, and I mean, I would say I want to work on like my escape. I could go speed to power, get off the block and make the play, you know what I'm saying? So, just things that I just want to work on personally.
You talked about how you wanted Herbert. What about the challenge with Hurts and how much pride you take in trying to defend a guy who's athletic?
I mean, I would say every quarterback that's on the season is on the hit list. I mean, I want all of them. Herbert was just the guy I had that week, you know what I'm saying? But Hurts, he's on the hit list now too. I look at it, be like the Terminator out there.
Do you have any more plans to talk with DeMarcus? Where?
Yeah, that's my guy. I mean, he texted me after the game, like I said, saying how good I looked and how he wants to link up as soon as fast as possible. So probably during the bye week or sometime I get some free time, maybe on an off day next week or something like that. You just got to plan it out.
Who's some other guys in the game after these 2 games that meant a lot to you? What did they say to you?
I would say one, LeVar has been my mentor, contact. I would say other teams. So, I'm getting just a bunch of good feedback from different people that I looked up to growing up, So, I mean, they all say, just keep up doing the good work, just keep going hard, keep learning and growing. Some things you're just going to figure out yourself. So that's what I'm trying to do, just go through the growing pains. I mean, everybody makes a jump each game. You keep playing a lot of snaps from year 1 to year 2. So as long as I'm growing and getting better, that's all I care about. I'm just playing video games, enjoying life, enjoying being 22. I try not to let football consume my life. So I do a whole bunch of extracurricular activities to block it away. And when I lay down for bed, then I'll watch some tape just so it's fresh on my mind, or go through my playbook one more time for about you don't need about an extra hour before you go to sleep. So it's the last thing on your mind. And then when you come in, you knock it out, and then you go be a kid again. He's a great threat. You know, you look at players who's changing the game of football like Lamar, Herbert, Hurts, and just the mobility of them getting outside the pocket to extend plays. You gotta learn how to contain them. You gotta do some stunts. You gotta box him, cage him into that thing so he can't go nowhere. So it's gonna be a great deal of challenge. Great player. I mean, you looked at him through Alabama, then Oklahoma. He's always been a threat with his legs, and you gotta learn how to slow him down and spy him up a little bit and get to him, get him off his point where he don't want to come out the box.
You've been a linebacker, like you said, you played the end a little bit in high school. One thing you like about linebacker, you're on the field for more snaps. I mean, when you're defensive end, you're part of a rotation, you're going against. It's a different sort of thing. You don't get mad at the snaps. Is that one thing you like about what difference?
I mean, I like to be on the field in general. Like, I don't think it really matters whether it's linebacker or DN. I feel like I'm an every down player, and each week I gotta prove that. So this week I might get even more snaps than I did last week. You know, it's all about proving and showing you could do it. You know what I mean? Maybe last week they just wanted to see if I could really fill the shoes and how I would do, and prove them right. So I'm gonna play a lot more, and you just never know where I'm gonna play it at though. Nah, well, I don't need pace. When you got wild bull, you don't just let him pace, you let him run. You know what I mean? So I'm just out there running. If I'm tired, I tell him I'm tired, you know. But when I'm out there, I just want to play. I'm going to give 100%. If I can't give 100, then I won't be out there playing.
We got to go. Thank you.
Yep.